What is going on, guys? One more here bringing us a brand new Busch Gardens video, and in this video we are going to be talking about what is coming in 2025 for Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Now this video is going to be solely based off of the member town hall at this past weekend's member appreciation weekend. Now unfortunately I was not able to go because I was on the sideline with my alma mater as they won their third straight state championship in varsity football, and I was honored to be able to be on the sideline with them, and so that's where I was. So I wasn't able to make it to the town hall, but thanks to Edutainment posting the full town hall on YouTube, I was able to listen to it this morning. I saw some of the breakdowns on Saturday. I was like, you know what? Let's talk about the video because I think there's a lot to unpack here. Start off, one thing about this town hall that I noticed is they didn't go as in-depth with the hypotheticals as they did back at the 2023 one, where, the list that I have spoken on and on and on about, where they talk about, guest questions, guest concerns, future attractions for the park. And I think that's fine. And I don't think they needed it for this town hall because that was the first town hall. So they're really setting a message like, hey, we hear you. And at this one, President Kevin, he really kept like, hey, we're still working on all these things. And I feel like he just didn't want to rehash, because if you look back at that list from 2023 and then you fast forward a year to where we are now, most of those questions and concerns are still there. And you'd rather him not acknowledge it and say, hey, if you have any questions about this stuff, look, come talk to me. I'll be transparent with you. So I don't know if anyone was really complaining about that whole part of the town hall not being present this year, but I don't really have a problem with it because, like I said, it would have been mostly a rehash of last year. And credit to the president, Kevin, as he said in the town hall, and it is very true because I've ran into him a couple times in the park, and he's always down to speak and talk and hear what you had to say and get some input. And he, like you said, he's very transparent. Like, he will tell you everything he can tell you when it comes to your concerns or your questions, and even at stuff that's to come. Like, I talked to him about the Nessie statue at the end of Loch Ness Monster before they unveiled it, and he was telling me everything without telling me anything, if you get what I'm saying. Now let's actually jump in to what they actually talked about, and this is pretty much going to be in the order of what they talked about in the town hall because I just kind of typed down my notes as I was watching it. First thing that is interesting this year is the Food and Wine Festival is going to be extended more into the summer. I think this is a really smart idea because as big as the Food and Wine Festival is and as successful as the Food and Wine Festival is, it's no surprise that they are going to give it one more weekend in this next year. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does get extended maybe a little bit before and after in future years. And also, in addition to the Food and Wine Festival being extended, they are adding another 5K, the Food and Wine 5K, which is kind of crazy. I wasn't really expecting this. Where did those two come together? I don't know, but I'm glad they're having it. Obviously, the Christmas Town Dash is in just under a month. I'll be there running. Hope to see some of you guys there on the run as well, and I will be there for the Food and Wine 5K, obviously, because why wouldn't I be? And then obviously they announced Fiend's Frenzy will be returning next year. I plan to run that again too. A lot more 5Ks, and I love the park is doing it, and it gives me more opportunities to run, so I love it. And with Food and Wine being extended, Beer Fest is also being extended, which is really cool because I thought this year, because this was the first year I could partake in Beer Fest, so I paid attention to it more this year than in past years. I did pick up, like, man, this event goes by really quick. Like, you got a few weekends and it's over. And they really added the barbecue element to it this year. And I thought that was so smart, and it almost made it like Food and Wine Part 2, but with like a whole different group of options. And for that to only be a couple weekends, I thought was kind of weird. So they're actually extending it 2 weekends earlier, and it's actually going to begin the first weekend of August, which I think that's just a smart move. I think Brews and Barbecue? Was that what it is? Brews and Barbecue. It worked really well this year. I enjoyed it when I was there, and to have more opportunities to go more often and try more foods, I think it's just better for the whole park. And it's always fun when they have these festivals going on. Now, the big thing, the thing that I have been talking about for so long, almost a whole year now. Next year is the 50th anniversary, and they did not give away too many details, really any details about it. Besides, there will be a member exclusive 50th birthday party on May 16th. I know I will be there because that is the day the park opened back in 1975. Hope to see some of you guys there. I plan to be there. Got that marked on my calendar already. And I've talked about it before. They did really good with the 40th anniversary, and they were only going to up it for the 50th anniversary. And they doubled down on that in this town hall, which is, hey, we're looking at that pretty much like that portfolio of what was the 40th anniversary. Cool. How do we do that again but also make it bigger. And it seems like they're addressing that, and it's going to be super cool. I can't wait to see what they come up with. They say it's pretty much going to be a factor throughout the entire 2025 season, which I expected. Whenever there is some type of milestone in years, they will make sure that you know whenever you're at the park. So for this to be their 50th anniversary, it's going to be insane, and I'm super excited to see what they do to dress up the park and really bring some nostalgia in while adding the new. So now let's go down Route 60 just for a second to Water Country, USA, and there will be a new little splash zone that is going to be opening called High Tide. It's going to be replacing H2O UFO, which when I was a kid, I loved that area. And it's kind of sad to see it go. And he even said, like in the presentation, that it's for a lot of people who grew up with that, it's probably going to hurt a little bit. But it was getting old, and they're adding in a splash bucket, a big favorite amongst people who go to those areas of water parks. And for Water Country to go this long and this successful and not have one of those water buckets is kind of insane. So the fact they're finally adding it is awesome. Super excited to see that at the park at Water Country, and love to see Water Country still getting some love year after year. So the thing everyone was wanting to hear more about, Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge. Nothing too much. They revealed like the official logo, which is the old Big Bad Wolf logo, just with the Wolf's Revenge underneath it. Glad they're keeping the old logo. Obviously, they spiced it up a little bit with the effects. Nothing too new about the ride itself. It's expected to be open early spring. Obviously, there's no timetable exactly, but I would heavily suspect before the 50th anniversary. So before May 16th, if I had to give a timetable from what I would guess, before May 16th, and the president even said that there's a good chance a lot of the track will be up by the end of Christmas Town. And what's going to be really cool, which we already knew, but it's just cool to hear the confirmation that the track will be going over the train. It's going to be really cool, and I'm excited to see the coaster fly around the train as you go by, and I can't wait to get some awesome shots of that. He addressed, a lot of people are concerned that this is not as intense as the original Big Bad Wolf was, not as tall, not as fast, doesn't go down to the Rhine River, and he explained it perfectly. This is not meant to be copy and paste Big Bad Wolf. It is the next chapter in the story. They are committed at this moment to making some more family rides to add to the whole park portfolio. It's a version for the next generation to get to know and have their own Big Bad Wolf. And the way he explained it, I love it. If you want that dive down to the Rhine River, go ride Verbolten. If you want a more intense inverted coaster, go ride Alpengeist. Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, is going to be its own thing while paying homage to the original. Said there's going to be some heavy theming elements in it, which they're working on right now. And in the past, we would be kind of like, sure, we'll see. But, like I said, they did pretty well with Dark Coaster, and they did very, very well with Loch Ness Monster, The Legend Lives On. I'm still impressed. I will still say they did an amazing job with that. I believe them. Theming is going to be a very important element to this Big Bad Wolf ride to really immerse you into the story. Because like I said, with the little video series that they were doing, they really have a story that they're mapping out for this. And when you have that, it gives you the groundwork to have a heavily themed ride. So I'm super excited to see what they do there. But that's pretty much all we got on Big Bad Wolf. And obviously, members, we will get exclusive first rides on the ride before it opens, and I cannot wait to be there for that. Next up, the park is still committed to adding new attractions, and they are not slowing down. They're already working on plans for 2026. He would not say into what they're looking at. I think it's really blue sky at this very moment, which is normal. But now that we know there's an attraction coming in 2026, that gives us a video to speculate. Will it be a coaster? Will it be a flat ride? Who knows? Maybe we will get some hints to it from the park as the year goes on, and maybe we'll make a video where we theorize what could it be and where would it go, because he would not say any of that, so keeps us all in suspense. Next thing, the bees. The bees on the rides. There's nothing we can do about it. It is nature. We don't mess with nature. Deal with it. And if you want more information about the bees, like the president said, go ask him. He'll tell you a lot more than you ever wanted to know about the bees. It's just the way of life. We have to deal with them. Concerts. I know a lot of you are excited about the concerts that are in the Summer of Wonder event. They said that, yes, there will be concerts in the Summer of Wonder event, and yes, Summer of Wonder will be returning, which I'm excited about. I loved it. They will also look into having concerts in the spring when weather is a little bit easier to work with and work around than in the summer when it's always going to be super hot or always a chance of raining, and so I'm excited to see what concerts they roll out. I haven't gotten my call yet, so Busch Gardens, I'm still waiting on my call to it be in the lineup. But if you can't fit me into the 2025 window, 2026, we'll talk. Maybe more concerts this year, but especially trying to expand it to not only be in summer but also in the spring. And then this is a really cool note. There are 2 new Clydesdales that are going to be added to the roster of Clydesdales at the park. Obviously, the Clydesdales are a big draw. They're beautiful animals that greet you as soon as you walk into the park. Once you walk out of England, you see them before you go anywhere else. They're amazing. They have 2 new young Clydesdales, both under a year old, that maybe we might be able to greet them by the end of Christmastown, but more than likely, we will have to wait till 2025 to meet the new Clydesdales. And I'd love to see the park taking care of some more. Last thing is Christmastown is just days away, guys. My favorite time of the year is Christmas time. Honestly, my favorite time of Busch Gardens is Christmastown. And we got some exciting announcements about Christmastown. Nothing really brand new, and that's fine when it comes to Christmastown, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And in my opinion, Christmastown is pretty much perfect. So what do you need to change it? The Coco Cafe that would usually be in Festa Italia, where Rita's is now, will be there. The menu will be there, along with some new items in Rita's. So if any of you are worried about that, it will be still at Busch Gardens for you to get your hot cocoa, because that is a staple of the Christmastown experience. And Loch Ness Monster is now a Christmastown attraction. So with all the renovations and the new track pieces, Loch Ness Monster is able to run at Christmastown. Obviously, weather permitting, but that is the same for all the coasters that are operating. I'm excited for that and to have another coaster to add to the lineup. And it seems like with every new ride is another attraction being added to the Christmastown lineup. But Pantheon is not open this year, nor is Tempesto or Apollo Shares. So that whole area is kind of wiped for this time, but that's fine because I'm a roller coaster guru, but when I'm at Christmastown, I'm there more for the experiences, the shows, the food. I'm not really there for roller coasters. They're just a nice addition to everything else. So that is a pretty much wrap up of the town hall and all that was announced coming in 2025. I like that it kind of just bookended it for 2025. Like, let's just keep the focus on what's right in front of us rather than 2026, because the last town hall did a lot of, this is what's coming in 2024, and let's talk about what could be beyond. They kind of wanted to keep your attention just on this next year, and I think that is awesome because it is going to be a big year with the Big Bad Wolf returning and the 50th anniversary. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this whole list of announcements from the member town hall. Again, I was sorry I missed it, but I had a great time at the football game, and it's one of those experiences you'd never want to miss. And there will always be another town hall this year to go to. So, and there will be another member appreciation weekend in March. That's another thing. So, with all that, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm excited for 2025. Hope you guys are too. And I will be there for the member exclusive Big Bad Wolf rides. And I will be there for the 50th birthday party on May 16th. So mark your calendars. Let's all celebrate this great part together. And Christmastown 8K is in a few weeks. I will be there. Hope to see some of you guys there. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Make sure that bell button down below so notified every single time I upload a brand new video to the channel. Make sure to go stream my new song, Sunglasses, wherever you listen to your music. Make sure to go to check the Patreon link down in the description for a bunch of Busch Gardens vlogs, extended vlogs here on the channel, and some vlogs you don't see here on the channel. My name is Morris. Thank you all for watching, and I'm out. Peace.
I know I'll see you in passing. Don't want to be distracted. Put my sunglasses on, and the man you knew is gone.